Welcome back to Wood Acres. Today we're going to be working on the front garden fence and some garden cleanup. Pup, we have a beautiful day here today. The geyser's going off and we had a windstorm yesterday, so you can see all the stuff that got blown into the pond. It would be beneficial if I could get some of that scooped out over here and over by the geyser. We have a ring around the geyser. And I also lost some of the plastic I had on my garden bed out there. I need to get that straightened out. But mainly I want to work on setting posts on the front garden fence. Since the ground is actually workable right now, we can get the auger drilled down and get some posts set. Today and tomorrow is supposed to be pretty decent, and then we're expecting some rain, and it's supposed to drop temperature this week. So I want to get a few things done this weekend that I don't have to do in the rain and the cold next week. Pup, and if you've been following along on my homestead channel, you saw that we just got all the maple sap that we collected this year boiled down into maple syrup. And we got just under 2 gallons, so it really turned out well this year. And I probably should be editing right now, but this is a gorgeous day that we just can't pass up, so I need to get outside while it's still nice and get some things done. And I already went up and checked on Maverick, and my brother's home early today, so he has him, and I don't have to take care of him today. So it's just me and Echo Pup. But like I said, we had a windstorm, so we're gonna check on the trees and make sure everything's still staked up that we got done last video. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of damage done to the greenhouse. We did end up breaking one of the panels. One of the smaller window panels that we didn't replace last year broke out. We had another lower panel bow in, but I think I got that one pushed back in, and then the door kind of blew off yesterday too. I got the door back on and all the panels pushed back into place the best I can. And it's probably starting to warm up in here. I see the windows starting to open. We could probably open the door. But I'm trying to get it to warm up in here because there was a little bit of a shock to the plants last night whenever the door kind of blew off. It got a little bit colder in here than it should have. But looking at everything, it's looking like it rebounded really well, especially the moonflower. They look like they were struggling. But some of this definitely needs some water, so we're gonna get that done. Get this tray filled up for the peppers. And then I'll probably miss this tray because we're still waiting for some of these flowers to germinate. We'll get these trays bottomed watered here. And I also need to get some more seeds started too. We're always feeling behind here as the weather starts getting nice. And also, before they get any bigger, I need to separate out some of these linaria. And I didn't see any of the tomatoes started up yet. Nothing yet. Got the solar fan blowing in here. Give a little bit of airflow. But we're gonna get started on the front garden fence. But before we do that, I wanted to show you the winter sowing. Now, if you remember late winter, we sowed a whole herb garden in these jugs, and I've been waiting to see something come up. And I just checked these this morning because I was trying to see if we had any onions popping up, and the onions are not coming up. I definitely thought these would be popping up by now. I don't see any onions popping up. Actually, I take that back. There's literally 2 onions popping up in that one. What was this? These are the white Lisbon onions. It looks like they're starting to germinate, so maybe we just have to wait a little bit longer on the others. But we have a few onions just getting started there, but I was checking these herbs and we definitely have some growth in here. It's a little bit harder to see because they don't open up, but if you take a look inside, there's little plants growing in there. This is a bad example, but there's a couple growing in there. Definitely some doing better than others. This is the rosemary. And checking through all these, it looks like there's only about 3 that I might re-sow to try and get some more. These other ones are doing pretty good. Look at all that in there. It's like a forest. Now that was the dill. So dill's growing really well right now. We also have catnip in here. Got a bunch of little catnip doing really good. The sage, I think I might need to replant this one. This one got knocked over in the winter, and it looks like we're only getting a few of them to start. But we really don't need a lot of these. These are herbs, so we're not going to be harvesting the whole plant. We just get the leaves off of them. So I don't need a lot of them. If we just get a few started, that's probably enough. Back here is one that I probably need to restart because I actually want a good bit of this. This is the lemon balm, and this was one of the ones that got knocked over. So I think I am going to start some more lemon balm seeds. But we have some oregano in here. Just getting started. There's one. This one might have got knocked over too. I'm going to check all these and see which ones are started. I might need more oregano. Back here, this one's looking really good. Better than I was expecting. That's the parsley. We got plenty of parsley. Just to check the last two over here, we have thyme. Doing extremely well in here. And this one looks like it got knocked over at 1.2, but the thyme is still growing. And then back here we have chives. The chives are definitely growing, right? Oh yeah, the chives are starting out in there. A little bit slower than some of the others, but definitely gonna be enough in there. There's only a few that I need to re-sow. But that actually worked out better than I was expecting. I never did the jug method before, but that seems to be a good method to get some things started early. So we're gonna have to get the bathtubs ready because that's where some of these herbs are gonna go. But all right, we're gonna do some work here in the side garden. Looks like the trees made it through the storm. They're all still standing, even the big one. Good. And if you look out there in the front, the daffodils are blooming already. Gorgeous. Huh, pup? What do you think, bud? I know we broke one of our zoom cameras. 5x and 10x is a little bit blurry because I broke my lens. 3 is a lot more clear. Huh, pup? You ready to get some work done, pup? Come on. If all goes well, I'd like to set 8 posts. But we need to get the posts pulled out. We're gonna burn the bottom 3 feet, and then we're gonna drill some holes with the auger on the fence line. Then we can dip the posts in some oil and diesel fuel mixture, and then we can set them in place. And we're just trying to do the posts right now. We're not doing the crossboards yet. It's a process. Pop. Come on. All right, break time. All right, we're back and it's the next day. I ran out of fuel in the auger yesterday, and shortly after that I ran out of energy. Pop, but we're gonna continue working today, try and get the rest of these posts set in the ground and solid. And we're also gonna continue the new leg going down to the next post and get another 8 posts in the ground. And I also need to get my dad's help so we can string another line to a next post, which is gonna give us another leg of posts we can set. And the next leg should get us to the start of the vegetable garden. And we have a decent day today. The ground isn't too bad, so if we can, we're gonna try and get some trees planted as well with the backhoe. I'm really hoping we can get the backhoe around to the front of the yard again and get a new tree planted right there on the peninsula. I have a beautiful tree in the nursery right now that I think would look beautiful right there. Pop. So we have 9 posts here that I already have the bottoms burnt on. Yeah, belly rubs, I see you, buddy. I know, your cousin was down here, but he went back home to get some work done, huh? So I need to get 9 holes drilled for these posts, and then we can start oiling them up and setting them in. Pop, works to do. We're gonna start with the posts, and then we'll work on planting the trees. Stay here, Pop. We're just finishing up here. We got all the posts in the ground now. We have 16 new posts in the ground this weekend. I don't have them fully secure yet, but at least we have the hole dug and the post in. We're gonna come back and get these all pounded in tight, but while the weather is still nice, we're gonna get the backhoe out and try and get a few more trees planted. Yeah, we are gonna be pulling a tree out of the nursery for a nice specimen tree on the tip of the peninsula, but we also need to pull out a few of these plants down here. We have another Rose of Sharon that's gonna be reaching over the fence line, so we're gonna pull this one out. We're not gonna try and retransplant this one, so we're just gonna try and get this out and leave all the daffodils behind. I gotta pick up some of these branches over here, but we're also gonna try and pull out this bush. We might actually get this one replanted. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Not 100% sure yet. But if we can get this one out clean enough, we really don't want to hurt the rhododendron. So we're going to try and keep the rhododendron in place there, but we're going to try and pull this one out because it is right on the fence line and it's kind of in the way. So we need to get this one pulled out and get this Rose of Sharon pulled out, get some of these sticks cleaned up. Pup, but there's also a couple other trees that we pulled out of the front garden in a previous video. We're going to try and get those moved out and planted in the landscape as well. The ground isn't too wet right now. It's still pretty wet up there where the water's sitting, but if we can get through that area, I hope it's not too bad over here. We're finally getting some green out here, and I don't want to destroy it, but it's supposed to be freezing cold Tuesday, so we can't get any grass seed planted yet. Pop. Sounds like there's another fire. All right, my dad's getting in the backhoe. We're gonna try and get all the trees out of the nursery, load it up onto the backhoe, so we only have to make one trip down into the yard.
The shoots coming out on it.
That is the corkscrew plum.
Okay.
Or corkscrew fountain plum.
Yeah, okay.
So try not to kill it. We're gonna pull out this magnolia, Braxton Brown Beauty. Try and get it out. Take it to the front. Hello. And then these two, I think we're gonna take the sassafras and put it beside the garden.
Okay.
And then that one will probably go into the south garden. That was by the mailbox.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Those two, these three I plugged in.
Yeah.
And then the Rose of Sharons I tossed in the pile.
Okay. So can we just pull them and set them in the front bucket or not?
No, you need to pluck them first,
Okay.
loosen it up, because I did rebury them a little bit. So just give them a loose pluck. And then turn around.
And get down.
Right. Back up. Come to my side now. All right, pup. All right.
Some back in and you pull the roots out.
Pop. Oh yeah, we'll knock some of these roots out of there, but I was thinking just make like a bigger hole too, just to rip more roots out.
Oh, I was gonna say, that's double the size of what that is.
Right.
But yeah, I can make a little bit bigger hole.
Pop.
Dogs get out of the way.
Pop. And we also want to try and get this shrub out. If we can get it out cleanly, we'll try and replant it, but I'm really not even sure what it is, so we just need to get it out for now. Hold on, Pop, we're loaded. What are you doing over here, Pop? This is probably a really good house for the chipmunks, or the rabbits. Bud? The mice too, moles as well. Everything might want to live in here. This is a critter paradise. Pop. Good luck. I can't help you. We're able to get this out. We're gonna take it all the way out to the pine tree and get it planted. And then we're gonna plant those other 2 trees on the way back. Oh no, the door blew off my greenhouse. Guess we got something else to fix too. I'm gonna leave it off for right now. I'll get it back on the way back. I already had a couple of the old panels blow out, especially that window. Plants are holding up though. Hang in there. Oh, we got a big loose panel right here. I need to take care of that now. That's gonna blow. Oh, there it goes. It's going. There we go. Got to get some clips into this. All right, I gotta go plant that too. Pop, get the shovel. We're also gonna try and get this sassafras planted here on the corner. The pond is looking beautiful right now. It's getting real close to full. I'm wanting about 3 more feet. I don't know if we're gonna get all 3 feet. We may only get about 2.5. But we don't even have the overflow on yet. We just have to count on the spillway working, which I don't know if I wanna raise that spillway or not. We're just waiting to see how high the water goes. Oh, it's getting windy again. My willow blew over. That's not good. Oh, and it looks like it got wet over here. Not too bad though, but we have a stream just running around the corner. All right, let's get this planted. Oh, Pop. Come here. Come here. Come here. Huh, pup, we're making some good progress out here today, getting some trees planted. We just got the sassafras tree planted right here on the corner of the garden. This one did not have as big as root ball as I would have liked, but hopefully we can still get this tree to survive since we're getting it planted so early. It would look gorgeous right here next to the pond. He's gonna go out and grab some more dirt so we can fill in that hole next to the fence line where we brought out that shrub. But we also got a couple more trees planted out there in the south garden, and it's really filling up. I am really hoping all these trees take this year and we can see some nice growth on them. And I'm hoping the magnolia also takes. It's gonna look gorgeous over here. We got it already staked and tied up. The Braxton's Brown Beauty magnolia holds onto its leaves all year round, so it's gonna be an awesome all-season interest to have here in the front gardens. Pop, the geyser. Gorgeous. I can tell you, I do not like all this wind we've been getting this week. We've been getting high winds again today, and I don't like it. He's gonna bring his dirt over the fence line, fill in this hole, and then we need to set one more post, get it lined up, so that'll open up another gap that I'll be able to set some more posts in between. I actually have to see how many posts we have left over there. We're only doing the wooden fence all the way to the vegetable garden, and then it's gonna be a different fence going across the vegetable garden. And then probably a different fence again going down the south garden, but we'll see. I am liking these fence posts though. I think that was a crane, Pop. All right, we're gonna pour some dirt into these big holes that we have in the front garden after digging out all the trees. And I think that might be the last thing we do today. We got this last post concreted in back here, so now I can fill in all the posts in between and take us all the way down the line. Looking good. Now we don't have all the posts set in solid yet, but I did concrete in the last post. And then all the in-between posts are just gonna be packed in with dirt, which I still have to do on the rest of them. But we got the holes augured and the posts set in before the rain came, which was the more important thing, as well as getting some trees planted. Especially the magnolia out front. Pop. Now the days are getting longer, but I am running out of energy, so I think that's gonna be all for today. Pop, cleanup time. Now, these just fell out of the tree. Bud, good thing you weren't laying right there. Oh, we're wrecking. But alright, that's going to be all for this one. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep following along, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good pull. Go.